So not only do we need to be able to calculate formulas and functions from columns that contain data, but also from rows. So here is the horizontal formulas practice sheet. And if you notice here, it's going to say we're going to do the sum in the yellow, average, min, max, and count. This is what we've seen before. Notice the empty cells again. So I'm just going to highlight this, fill that in with yellow because I know I'm going to complete it. Now, this may look like a lot of work. I'm going to come up and actually do this first row here. So row 1, I know that this is the sum, so I'm going to fill it in, and I'm going to grab the row of data that I want, making sure to go all the way to A. I'm going to complete the range, and I'm going to copy it just like I did before and hit the Enter key. So at this point, just to make sure I'm right, I'll double click on it, and I can see that it's pulling that whole row as I would expect. Don't forget, I can also hit the Control tilde key, and that's going to give me the formulas. There it is right there for me to look at. At this point, I need to do the average, so I'm going to say equals average, and I'll paste in that range. Now I need to hit the Tab key. This one needs to be min, I'll paste in that range. This one needs to be max, I'll paste in that range. And this one needs to be count, and I'll paste in that range. I'm going to just again audit, make sure that this one's correct. It is doing the range. The biggest mistake that people make here is to include the other formula results in their calculations. So of course, if in the max we were to include the sum, it would become the max, and that would be incorrect. Now I will show you this sheet doesn't take as long as you think, because here, and I'm going to do this for you, I know this is going to be sum, and it's going to be the sum of this range here. I'm just dragging through the range that I want. So notice I make sure to get just that row. At this point, I will copy this. There's my result. I'll come in here. This is average. Paste that in. This is min. Was this min? Yeah, minimum. So I'll paste that in. Equals max. And finally, equals count. So here's the thing. Once I'm done with this, just like with the previous sheet, I can grab this. I'm okay to copy these down if you want. If you want more practice, do all of these. Now, I'm not done. I want to make sure that I double click on this last row and make sure that it's adding up what I expect it to. And in this case, it is. It's doing this whole row. So this might be a little bit difficult for you to see. I'll try to highlight the whole row so you can see that. I hit the Enter key. Again, I can do the Control tilde, come in here and just make sure, notice as I audit down, yep, it's iterating the row as I would expect it to. Tilde again. And folks, we are done with this sheet. Take care.